All right, let me put this live. I'm just on the YouTube. I'm not in the Streamlabs here. Let's just get that set up there for a minute. Let me find myself on the YouTube side. You would think one of these times I would learn my lesson. Let me go ahead over to the studio side here and let's find myself on the dashboard, on the videos. Good evening, everybody. I will be right with you, and we will pick up where we left off after a very slight recap. Make sure that that is set up. Yep, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope springs eternal, and I always remain dumb about trying to get this thing decent on here. So I'm just on YouTube now. I'm not on Streamlabs here. So there I am. Okay, so that'll be part one. This will be part two. Let me get to the live side. And there I am. Bam. Okay. Where did I leave off? I was talking about the channel membership things, and once again, if you're just coming on and joining, I did express sympathy's Lady T. Many of you know her. She has been a wonderful friend of mine. I met her in Detroit. We were able to hang out. I was able to drive up and visit her. And we were able to meet up. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. So she has lost her mom, I was informed today. So I don't know what the arrangements will be on that. But as far as the channel memberships, yeah, it might be something like, as far as the memberships and things like that are concerned, honest to goodness, I'm not here to be negative on it, and I'm not trying to tell people how to run their channels. And I think if YouTube offers memberships, that's fine. Now, at this point in time, there's some that are being abused. You know, you're supposed to offer something for the membership. And I'm not talking about people necessarily on Boyd, but some other communities I follow. And one of them is like, this guy's got about 15,000 subs. He's like, be a member and I'll shout you out. It doesn't work that way. Hello, Deb. Hi, Cupcake. It doesn't really work that way in life. But as I was saying, with things winding down, I don't know what your situation is going to be coming up in 3 months from now, 6 months from now. We know most everybody's going to be taken care of. In the interim here, over the next 3 months, either through unemployment or even gig workers and people like that are supposed to have, the self-employed are supposed to have something that's kicked in. We know that everybody will be okay. But beyond that, good, Cupcake, you got your cast off. Beyond that, yeah, I think it probably would, Crafty Kitty, using the phone. But beyond that, I just simply don't know how things will play out in that regard. But I don't think it does anybody any good. I can't think of the benefit. If I have one, that somehow it helps you out, that you can have one and have people join. It's like a stamp of approval. Man, I'm nobody to approve anything that's done on YouTube. It's not my job. Some people, I realize, need money and they want to earn money. Maybe they're in a situation where, it's hard. They're living on a very small and meager amount of money, and they need to have that. Man, do it if you want to. Okay? Yeah, and welcome back, everybody. But as far as me doing it, just didn't make sense to me, because I could not, in good conscience, have to sit back and say, well, Alpha Wolf signed up for a $19.99 a month membership. I wonder what's going to be like when Orlando's shut down or whatever. You know, Alpha Wolf working at Disney World, handing out ice cream shaped like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I don't know what the future is for the guy. I don't want him to see and to be hooked into things like that. So it's really not for me. Cash Decisions 877 cash now. That's right. Okay. Don't worry, Donkey Taint. You'll have your moment in the sun. Okay. Did you go for a walk today? I walked multiple times today. But to me, you can do what you want to do. As I've said before, and I think I made it real clear. Quirky girl, I'm talking now. Okay? I think I've made it real clear the way I like things to be very flat in nature. I mean, I see people, mouse toes that I've known for the better part of 4.5 years. Other people, Sandy Callie on the channel. And I think these are the people that brought you. And if they don't have the desire or the wherewithal to be able to support that funding, why would I take my content out of the hands of the people that brought me here and bring extra content that these longtime travelers of mine for years in Sandy Callie, almost since day one, over almost 7.5 years, I can't do that. I can't do that. There's nothing that special about anything extra that I do. No, Quirky girl, it's okay. You just have this, you know, I'm trying to talk and you're asking me to play the J.G. Wentworth, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm an old bat. I got to keep my thoughts straight. Right? I can veer off the track at any time and suddenly finding myself talking about tri-tip barbecue at Janet Field's house or something. Hey, Amy. What are we reporting now? Who's reporting that? What are we reporting now? So yeah, I think that commercial is already has already passed its prime on here. So if other people wanted to, what's the news they're reporting? What's the news? God, don't tell me something else bad. You officials in Southport, what did we just launched the big window? Kim Jong-un, what happened? Did they take him out? Oh, he had a heart attack, huh? Damn. Oh, he's dying. Kid, what the hell? The kid's only 45 years old or something like that. Oh, okay, having surgery. I don't care. That guy and his whole crew have done away with so many people, and you know, I don't have a lot of Kim Jong Un licked the toilet and got corona. There we go. It could very well be. So it does seem like that the channel memberships are all the rage now. And I encourage you, if you're a YouTuber, it used to be, I guess, that if you reach the 30,000 plateau, because I used to see Ice Poseidon would have his membership chats, and it would be a members only chat, and I thought that was pretty cool. And there were times that you guys heard me say if I ever got to 30,000, it might be pretty cool to have a members only chat. But the more I thought about doing that, the more it's not in the spirit of what my channel's about. Other people, it's fine. Other people's lives are more interesting. They can give you the behind the scenes and do that. That's fine. But I just feel like sharing everything equally is what's worked best for me. And then, as you've seen, I've been wonderfully well supported without having to come on and hit people over the head with a crowbar. No complaints. It's exactly the way everything is like, whoa, man. Everything is copacetic. Everything is cool. Nobody's pissed off about, well, one or two maybe. Let people have that. Let people have that individualism on that. Let people do that. He received, what about Kim received the cardiovascular system procedure because of excess smoking, obesity, and overwork. This guy got like, he ought to give up to 35 or some young, gorgeous Korean women that he sleeps with at night, you know? As we all know, and what my friend used to tell me at Sears Roebuck and Company, old Matt Henning, 70 years old, selling furniture and would go out to people's homes. And he did door-to-door selling in the 1930s. And he said, Rosie, the two things you got to be careful in life, the salesman's two B's. I said, what's that? Booze and broads. Okay, that's that's it. Having surgery in North Korea. Yeah, what's up, Alan Gold? So, I hope I make that clear, crystal clear about memberships. I'm a real believer in freedom of the individual to do what the heck that they want to do. But I'm afraid, in my mind, it would come to a situation, well, time to crank out that special product. Let's see, I've got, let's read The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin, you know, or some kind of Aesop's fable for our special. Oh, maybe I'll sing Marilyn Monroe or do a little carol chant for you guys. And it just doesn't fly. Got my sardine oil ready. CNN cited anonymous said Kim was in grave danger. Well, who cares, right? I mean, there's a lot of people in grave danger right now. There's crap going on in China. People, you know, I got sources over there. People were pissed off. You know, people are getting BS'd about what's going on. They're being thrown into lockdown again. And they're getting tired. They're getting tired of Hong Kong of having a boot in their mouth down there. A lot of them got arrested. There's a lot of instability going to be coming, especially in the Middle East. Like I told you this afternoon, that Saudi royal family, man, you better keep that door super locked. Once the money stops flowing, the blood gets a going. And I can't think of anything that would be more destabilizing than what's happened over there in the last 12 hours in particular. These are the oil markets. So we better be prepared. I mean, you could be looking at the 1930s again and the rise of dictators and things. Lunacy, okay? The strong people that rescue us from our weakness and our collapse. So just be advised. It's not, you know, it's always tough economic times that breed the worst, the most horrific threats to the future. Not prosperous times. Okay. See, like kitty, but I prefer tigers. So yeah. So that's what I think it would be a business that is something you have to do if you love your job. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Are you kidding? I would no more be a president today than fly around the moon, because the choices are so stark. I want to be out of lockdown. You want to be out of lockdown. I want to be on the road. And every day you see a little more. Hi, Lavender. Every day you see a few more states that are starting to have protests around the Capitol. And there were some in Pennsylvania. The guys had rifles in the back of the open back truck. I mean, what am I in? Kabul, Afghanistan? I mean, what the hell? Sai said 3.5 weeks. We've been over a month. California went into lockdown on the 17th of March. So we have been 1 month and 3 days now. I don't know. What am I doing to celebrate 25K? I'm thanking you guys for being part of the channel. And a part of my journey here for years on YouTube. The London Blitz was over a year. I saw Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it sucks already. So some people are going crazy. Yeah, good. Okay, Cupcake, send me. I think you sent me the picture of your cast. You got to get the hell out of that place. Got to get the hell home. I don't care what they're feeding you, honey. I mean, these hospitals these days are unbelievable. Today, our county made it mandatory to wear a mask. We started Friday. We were required. The 17th of April is when we started to wear a mask. Yeah, on to 100K, right? When I'm 82. Not going home until July. Okay, well, stay safe. How you doing, Amy? How you doing, honey? Stay safe out there. But I don't know. Amy's got a big channel. I don't know if she's considered memberships and things. Each person has to make their own individual decision about that stuff. I'm really happy with YouTube. I'm really happy the way that things are configured. If I get up every day and I'm as happy as I was on January 4th of 2013 to do an upload, then I'm good to go. Okay? I'm good to go. Let things just take their natural course. In my mind, the worst thing you can do is set something like that up, and then it fails. The content. Well, Rosie, that wasn't a very good special feature. I just want to give you all crap. Every day, and there's a no return policy. All right. And nobody has to complain. Thank you, Debbie. And nobody has to complain about anything. Okay? Because you get what you get. And hello. I'm on a little bit of a delay down here compared to being on the stream there. After I listen to your talk, mates, I want this through limiting people. Well, Amy, like I say, you're a smart person, but you're also an individual. You built your own factory, right? You built your own widget production plant there. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You got your wrap, it works good. I just want to explain here, because I had somebody say today, Rosie, if you set it up, then it's like a stamp of approval on Boyd. I'm not the underwriter's laboratory. I'm not. What the hell am I, Martha Stewart? Let's look at that cake. And icing's a little weak on that. Thank you, Maggie. I'm just seeing, just like, really, I don't want to have quality control on my channel. I can't do it. Short person all your morning. Thank you very much, Craig. And I got a good one tomorrow. And I found something that's worse than the tin can out there. If you can imagine it. Yeah, I need to bake a tiger cake. That's what I have to do. I haven't done much, Amy. You have a much more extensive following. You're a very followable person. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. There's very few days that I haven't had fun on here. So let's see. Let's see if I missed anybody else. I'm kind of behind. Yeah, Mel, I don't know. I probably wouldn't put it past. Okay, it does make sense. Let's see. Okay. So do what you want to do. All right. My guess is that what's going on the YouTube side is that they realize that the advertising money, which I did this morning, is already off about 40% so far, the ad cost of ads that are being put on there. And YouTube's discovering they like their cut of the super chat, they like their cut of the membership fee. Yeah. So let's lower it and let everybody have a membership. I imagine that'll be the wave of the future. Okay. But I will say this. Hey, Lisa, don't wreck your channel over money. All right. And that would be my only caution. Because people out there are pretty sensitive, especially these days, about a buck. And if they start to sense that the money comes before the content, well, like I say, with my channel, you just get daily crap. There's no return policy. It's like the five and dime of it's like the Dollar Tree of YouTube. Okay, what are you going to take it back? I got a bad pencil here, right? It's the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Shelly. Okay, so think of Rosie's channel as like the Dollar Tree of the boy. Okay, it's like you're not gonna. Oh, your pencil broke. Okay, what did you expect? Okay, idiot, huh? What are you dummy? Right? Oh, the kid's birthday balloon, it deflated. Yeah, it was Dollar Tree. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, more like the 99-cent store. More like the 99 Sergeant Blackrock. Now, if anybody says that the guy in the can is losing it, then you have fallen for theatrics. Okay? Any more than having a cough is believable. Any more than anybody in life sips their coffee like that. Okay? One day, people will wake up to the fact that it's kabuki theater. It's all planned so that somebody nice comes on and says, hey, the man in the can is losing it. Okay? In other words, you become a good advertising agent for that. He's put you right in the hand of manipulation of the first order, right there. As it was told to me, when I leave, I'm going to do RV reviews. I'm going to park that RV out on the park and let people come to me. How much of that? Nothing. How much content have you seen? Zero. So because there's no ability to make content, and thank you again, Gypsy, because there's no ability to make content, no creativity, no drive, you got to have the other plan is talk about other people. Make sure when you're yelling at the camera and putting on your tirade that people go away from watching that thinking that you're a raving lunatic. Because when the camera goes off, it's all about I'm the dirtiest player in the game. Someday maybe people wake up to it. I don't know. Like I say, it's not my channel. I don't care. But I do draw a line at fabricating untruths. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, how you doing, Jay? When somebody claims I talk about somebody's family member, I put the challenge out to them. And I ask you guys, have I said anything about family? Find me the timestamp. I had people sending me shots of his sister berating me. What did I do on my stream? I just kind of chuckled a bit. Oh, okay. I move on. I draw a line. But thank you, D. Wash your MF hands. All right. Can anybody, yes, uses for views. That's correct, Mark Dodge, because of an intellectual inability to produce your own content. So you must talk about other people that are more significant, far more successful, far more liked in the community, and have better prospects for the future. Okay, that's just simple fourth grade. That's fourth grade planning and intelligence, okay? You go to where the action is, and the action's been on this channel. The action's been with D Dubs, and the action's gonna be with people like D and Insane Chef and other people that are normal. Their heads are, they're on straight. They don't feel the need to sit there and scream into a camera so that you'll take off your earbuds, your headphones, and say, oh my God, you can't believe you screamed like that. And then you'll be on texting your friend, look at this nut. There's not a genuine bone or sincere bone in the body or an honest bone in the body of that person. Everything is contrived to be a clown, to be seen as a clown, so that talked about. But the problem is people are talking about me now more than him. I can't help it. I have to take a strong stand about the people, and I take a strong stand about channel memberships. I take a strong stand about people that sit there and harangue people for money and then take the hangout down that night. Stand by what you do. You want to squeeze people by the collar for the money? Stand by it. So because I dared to stand up and have an opinion about that, yeah, I'm getting a lot of traction these days. But I never said that they don't have the right to do that. It's tacky, it's tasteless, and it's irresponsible in the times that we live in now. You're basically telling people your lives don't matter. I'm not going to get out of the tin can and get a job. My feet aren't going to hit the floor until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I don't go to bed till 5 a.m. in the morning. That's my life. And how you doing, Norm? Tried to call you back. I know we've been playing telephone tag. And I don't care. That's the life that you want to have. You'll have people to support that, and that's wonderful. But it's not everybody. I look ahead at the future and I worry like hell right now. I'm picturing in my head what the Christmas season is looking like, what the holidays are looking like, and it's scaring the hell out of me. I don't want to be the person laying in bed during that holiday time and just thinking to myself, damn, I guess they could probably use that $19.99 a month that they laid down on me for 5 months. I just can't, my mind doesn't work like that. I'm not so mentally sick in my head that it's all about me and my fulfillment and I'm what matters and I'm the dirtiest player in the game. I'm not the dirtiest player in the game. But I will caution Elbow that there always is somebody that's a dirtier player than you are. And I want to tell you what, my challenge to you is I don't take my hangouts down. There's not one hangout I've taken down in the last 2 weeks. One I put on private 3 weeks ago because I put something out on the screen of somebody's info and I thought I better not have that out there. I don't talk about people's families. Your nephew is a friend of mine. I had good times with your sister. The last thing I would ever do would be to sit behind in a car next to somebody and laugh about whether somebody looks like a man or not. What do I do that night when it was relayed to me? I just kind of chuckled in my head and I moved on. That's really the low road. That's really, really the low road. I can't drive myself there. So that's number one, produce the timestamp. You won't be able to do it. Produce a timestamp where I talked about a mother. You won't be able to find it. It doesn't exist because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that mentally mucked up in the head. So that's number one. Produce the timestamp. And number two, worst of all, you're inciting people to do things to me and my family now after the crap I went through for years. And I'm not going to stand for your minions to start up with the harassing, the calls, the bothering people. You see, I got contacts now that I don't have to put up with computer crime. I don't have to put up with somebody that's going to use other people to try to do their dirty work. The hateful trolls. So I'm giving you fair warning tonight. I've drawn a line. You keep talking about it. And I will take action. I've got hooked into 2 other clowns that are going to be gone to jail for a while. So you better be really careful what you do. I know your family doesn't give a hoot about you. And that's your problem. You made that bed. You turned your back on who you are and what you are. So I'm telling you now, don't spin your lies. And the people that come over to my comment section and try to put things like that in my comments, and you are blocked and you are removed. You will get no traction on this channel. And it's always a name you've never seen before, that the channel was just started 2 days ago. No content. Maybe a playlist about some stupid African game hunting. As if that gives him... It's not for you to decide, Fish for Life. I like you, but I don't talk about... I don't put things out like something's going to happen tomorrow. This thing before took over a year till this came to fruition. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind. Okay? So that's my message to that. I don't care, Buff. It's not my, in the long run, it will be, because there'll be nothing there for him in the long run. All right. So you want to tell people that you're transparent and that you always tell the truth? There's my challenge. Put it out there. Put it out there. And I'll tell you what, king of all things, no matter how many troll accounts you have, you come in here, your messages are never going to see the light of day. Okay? So you're just wasting your time. Of course I'm saying, I didn't invest my whole life into YouTube. It might appear that way, but I worked for 46 years to make sure I had a few dollars in the bank, to make sure I had an economical van that's not 31 years old, to make sure I didn't have to hold up a can of coffee and pretend that I was reviewing and providing something of value. Yep. So, just remember that when you're listening to the yelling and screaming, the ranting and raving, that you're watching third-rate theater. That's all it is. Don't allow yourselves to be manipulated by that nonsense. That's okay, Maddie. We all feel that way. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I mean, I don't really care. I don't wish ill will on anybody. I don't want to. I just had a friend of mine who lost her mother, Lady T. The man in the can had lunch with Lady T and me. Doubtful he'll ever spare a thought about her. Because that's the difference between people. But you go venerate him and hold him up as a great person. And a first-class entertainer and a last-class human being. Oh, wow, Cupcake, that's terrible. Mark Dodge, I don't listen. And Norm, I hope you're doing okay. I have tried to, I know we've been playing telephone tag here. We've been missing each other, but I hope you're okay. And staying safe. Well, Norm, you're a classy individual. But I don't ever, whenever you and I have talked on the phone, Norm, I've never ever uttered a word to you about what you do with your money. I think I once joked to you, Norm, if you wanted to put it in a pile and burn it, I'd have a beer with you standing right there. It's not my place. been appreciative of what you've done for me, but I've never tried to influence anybody what to think about the behavior of anybody else ever. Okay, good. You've survived the COVID. Okay, thank you very much, Simon. So be yourself. That's my bottom line. So things will fall into place for me, but this is not something that is built on short-term results here. We're not that type of world. This stuff I dealt with these two fools that worked together for this SWAT that took a long time to bring that to fruition and to be part of that whole thing. Yeah, nasty. I'm sure it is. I'm proud of the people that come to my channel. Maybe 5% of the comments in a night have to be removed. But they're always the same people that have been there for years. Also the people that hate their own lives and what they don't have in life. They'll talk well of him 1 minute, and then when they go to other chats, the knives are out. Two-faced. Be steady as we go. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. So I am going to, yeah, Bella Rose, he's different in person because it's an act. You've met him in person. We hung out. It's a money grab. That's all it is. Money's not the root of all evil, but the love of money is. And you can see in this case, it's produced an absolute savage. How you doing, Wicked Bella? Nice to see you. That's it. That's it. That's a road that I do not want to go down on. So, continue to talk, continue to do what you do, continue to spin your untruths. That's fine. You'll never come up with a bit of proof. Meanwhile, I'm laying my plans for being out on the road, for meeting up with people, and continuing to bring real quality, real fun content. And now, when this thing is finally over, I'm going to be like a spring that's uncoiled. If God is good enough to preserve my health through all of this, and Missy Jenn, it's going to be beautiful life coming up. And that's what I'm really looking forward to. Jackie Blue, I'm sorry, yeah, your sister passed away, and Lady T's mom passed away in Texas today. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I can't wait to get down to LA. Now, I did have a bit of bad news. Hello, hipster. Due to the situation, hi, Virginia, with COVID-19, Tara and I had talked for a couple weeks. Tara has spent 3 vacations here. She was going to come up in early May. We doubt if the travel restrictions will be lifted in the state of California then. So I texted Tara a couple weeks ago and said, I don't know what it's going to look like. I got Missy Jenn here. She said, well, let's play it by ear as we get closer to the end of the month. And then she let me know today that she's gone ahead and canceled her flight up here to Santa Rosa. Now, will she be coming up? It might be October. I don't know. I want to have Mr. Z come up and some other people. I will miss seeing Tara. Last year was in June. We had our cigars and, we had a good time and our content and all that. Really, really a beautifully quality friend of mine who I love dearly, but you will see her, and I will see her down in Encinitas down there. Okay, again, I met her down there last time or around Oceanside or whatever. Carlsbad. We'll hang out in front of the Kardashians there, and we'll do some content. We'll do some content down there. Canadian border is closed until June. Yeah, I'm so happy to have Tara as a friend. It's just year in and year out. Has seen through all the BS. Has seen through all the stuff, knows all the game playing that went on, and still stands at my side today. She's not the only one. There's people that have been here for years, and although some people speak ill of you've lost so many people, no, I've kept so many people for years. So yeah, Tara is the best. Yeah, she's healthy, she's strong. She doesn't get involved in drama, and she loves to do her own thing. And when we're together, how you doing? Never going to lose Helen. Helen was with me almost day one. Helen Rochelle here. God almighty, Helen. 2013. How have you stood it? I love you, Helen. There's the only true, they have country music and pop music. They have the crossover stars. That's the only drama Boyd crossover star. OG Boyd, OG drama. It's been around in the OG Boyd since 2013 and onward. Pretty amazing a person. Hello, Kay. Thank you very much, Chef. Yeah, Mousto says, it ain't been a boring ride, and I got a feeling in my bones, if my health holds up, God willing, and don't get smacked by virus or some accident or something like that, that it's going to be a lot more interesting coming up. And I'm very lucky today that I've had so many people pour into the channel, and it seemed to me when I dumped the lump, that all of a sudden my fortune just changed for the good. And I'm very happy for that. It's almost like, it was almost like a weight being lifted off. And you see the results today. And I could not be happier. Hey Mel, how you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, a lot of people have it and all that. But like I say, hipster, I don't wish anybody ill will. As the old saying, as somebody once famously said, "Need a dwoza, sure need soda. Busher chitada soda." As they say in Chinese, this is the bed you made. They did not make it for you. Old Chinese saying. Okay. You thought it came from here. How you doing, fatties? Oh my God, Janet, you got to let that go. You got to let that go. Night Bell. I'm so happy I put myself in the position that I'm in today. It's not been a perfect ride, but it's been a good ride. If I had to get every day and face that negativity and have a chat that was 100% a troll chat, I think I'd go out of my mind. I'm so glad I didn't build that house of horrors. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Hey, Hole again. Can we talk about food? What did I have for dinner? I had a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Good. With a little bit of thin sliced beef that I had, a little thin sliced flank steak. On the side, and a little piece of the bread. If you saw the video I did today where they had all that bread stacked up, where the lady insisted that I take a loaf the other day, and a nice slice of that, brown bread, chicken noodle soup. Hi, Nature Woman. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a beer here. Good. Good. That's what Campbell's soup's. Remember, Rosie Girl is the one that likes cherry Kool-Aid. Campbell's soup. Cheesecake and Mountain Dew. Let's see. Katie says, honestly, I'm more scared of the stomach flu than cornholio. Nothing like sitting on toilet with the runs out both ends. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that. Let me fix this thing. Here. Let me, ooh, good. Forgot. Okay, everything. I thought I had something messed up on that thing, so now we're good. All right, let me go back to this. Yeah. Let me get that off of there. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, appreciate anybody hitting the thumbs up button. Very, very, very much. Lisa says, I like Roman noodles. I like any kind. I don't like rice noodles, but I like, Kevin's cool. Kevin's very nice. Have you had, Progresso is good. Hey, Cy. Thank you. Told the guys when they get a chance to watch your chooses. Thank you, Cy. I'm always very honored to see you in here, my friend. Tried Progresso. Progresso chicken soup is great. It is. But, hey, Dano, it's, 18 more cents a can or whatever. Thank you, Doll Factory. Let's advertise that over a year. Okay, let's talk about 100 cans of that soup. Now you're talking about $18 over the year, right? Yeah, Progresso soups are good. Black cherry Kool-Aid is good. Regular cherry Kool-Aid. Cheers, guys. Here's to the next 25K and more good times to come up on the channel. Really looking forward to being on the road again. Yeah, Norm, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, the Progressos are $1.58. I'll check them out. Thank you, Mel. Sorry to hear that Norm, this guy got away with a mask. Yeah, that's crap that came down in Nova Scotia. Terrible. I couldn't believe it, Norm. That's so out of character. So out of character with Canada. Stunning to me. Pointless. What's the point? I don't know what it is. I haven't heard any. Thank you, Cupcake. I appreciate that. How you doing, Crystal Jones? I'm staying healthy. Has anybody seen Squirrel Toes? Squirrel Toes. Mouse Toes? Yeah, mock Khalid police car. Crazy. So killed his wife. Well, like I always say, Norm, you never know what's lurking in the old noodle. I've seen some people walking around this neighborhood that are half crazed looking. They'll walk by you and they're, scary. Some of the stuff that you see, it's frightening around here. Campbell Chicken New and Kool-Aid that's the American kids' comfort food. That's when you need to go back to the good times, you need to pop open a can of Campbell's soup. My favorite was always bean with bacon. I like that. And about 5 years ago, I did a bean with bacon copy recipe there. It turned out pretty good. I think it was on Halloween of 2015 or something like that. They always are, Norm. How about the guy that was the Mandalay Bay guy? He was an intelligent guy. How about the Unabomber? Ted, whatever, Kaczynski? This guy'd sit there and write a whole manifesto of BS. I mean, he certainly wasn't a hood rat that was going to go into the 7-Eleven and try to, try to snitch a lemon pie. Thank you, Deb, and thank you for your wonderful support. Yeah, bean with the bacon's the bomb. Make sure you have 1 foot over the threshold and one on the doorknob, or one on your heater. One on your heater. Anyway, Campbell's meatball alphabet soup. I don't think I ever had that. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Scott. Scott, the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski had an IQ of 164. They always seem to be smart people that something snaps in their head. Although we'll never know the guy at Mandalay Bay exactly. I mean, his friends reconstruct, but they always tell you. And they'll say the same thing for this guy in Nova Scotia. Oh, he seemed like just such a regular guy. Like, how you doing, Juju? Who was that guy that killed his 2 daughters and put them in the oil storage thing and did his wife because of some young gal? The guy from Colorado. His name escapes me right now. You just don't know. I mean, what Chris Watts? Thank you. I still get nightmares when I think of being at that time a father of 2 babies, girls, and to end their lives. I mean, just being a parent just adds a whole new dimension to that. And then you can almost imagine the Hollywood scene, and of course they'll play it up that there'll be thunder and lightning and putting the ladder and climbing up the ladder on the top of the oil tanks and the lightning flashing and opening the tops and dropping those kids down there. God. Whew. I saw it, JJ. I saw it. And that's one of the worst things that, I mean, you have to have thought of being a parent and having 2 young girls that age, and I'm going to do what to them? Oh, hell no. Give me that. Just blow my own brains out. How you doing, Bella? You got in my head too. There aren't many. I'm not into the true crime scene. I've never been into true crime. But that one got into me in a big, major way. Because the guy was so steely, cool as a cucumber. He was sweating a little bit when the neighbor's there, and he's standing down, in the hallway of the house or whatever, walking around. And the cop said at that moment, the detective, I knew he did it. God. And the neighbors all said he was such a nice guy. And I'm sure somebody, hey, Linda, I'm sure, no problem at all, Linda. Thank you. We can't wait to be scooped up by you and Sherry Anna. That's fine. But that, of all the things that has recently been done, and remember, I saw Scott Peterson. This guy took it, this Chris Watts took it to a whole new level. And I'll never forget being down when we went, and a lot of you guys have seen the video where Missy Jenn and I went to San Quentin, and we visited, yes, they have one, a death row gift shop. Featuring the art of the death row inmates that you can buy. And I remember the feeling of walking into that place. The whole place is creepy as hell, San Quentin. That is California's death row, ostensibly, although nobody's been, we don't really mete out final justice here. But to go into that shop, and I asked the guy that was running it, who's not an inmate, Oh, by the way, is there anything of Scott Peterson's in here? And the guy's like, well, you're standing right in front of his piece of art. I looked down, whoa. I picked the thing up and I got cold shivers. And Missy Jenn, and there was some beautiful art in there. There were some people, Native Americans, there was some beautiful stuff. And we just said, asked the guy, how's the money split up? Well, 40% goes to the artist on the commissary book, and 10% goes to the institution, and the balance goes to the families of the victims. I'm like, oh, hell no. If it was 100%, maybe. But could you imagine sitting here and saying, hey, look at this freaky piece of, and you can see the video, Death Row Gift Shop. You can look, as part of the Bad Boys tour. I think it's 2016. And then I'm leaving. I jokingly said to the guard, man, it'd be really cool to do a tour of the prison. He's like, you can do that. Really? Can I do it today? Oh, you can't. You're wearing jeans. Can't wear jeans because the inmates wear jeans. And when they start to go crazy in there, we want to make sure the guards don't. Okay, well, this is males, right? So, okay, don't hit me. Stay alive. That's it. Norm sounds like he went through hell. Sounds like he went through absolute living hell. Thank you, Kiwan. I appreciate that. Check it out. We also went on to Berkeley. We ate in the student union with the students. We had to sit at the nerds table, but it was still a good time. We were college punks for a day and had a great time. You remember that video, Cupcake? Hey, D. So imagine when D and I are doing our thing, I'll have all of my history and all of my stuff lined up for all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, Mr. X is pretty boy. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah. Nice to see you again, D. The artwork was, I will be daily driven. I'll be back with D. But we have to wait. I'm just going to tell D, as soon as the order is lifted for Nevada, I'm underway. Within 24 hours, I'll be packed up and I'll be on the road. And I will be, how you doing, Dick? I will be on the road and heading down there. Probably make a couple stops first. There's some places I'd like to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see Insane Chef. Are you kidding me? Could you imagine us three going down to New Orleans and down in Acme Oyster House and when you get to eat with a real bona fide chef and he tells you, hey, you want this or you want that, or you come down to Dallas, you should have this, you could have that. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. This guy's amazingly gifted. Great content. Ted Kaczynski was a professor at Berkeley in the late 60s, then moved to Montana and built a one-room cabin, isolated himself from society. That's what I mean. These people almost always have a high IQ. It just seems to be the nature of the beast. Okay, Molly, thank you. It just seems to be the nature. Katie said, I can't call him Booger the Sea. I can do the Acme Oyster House Challenge. I think it's 6 dozen oysters in an hour. Yep, that's it. War is like first flight available to Vegas. I'm on it. I'll be behind the wheel, but I'm on my way. Times are all I want to be seen. Take the ribbon from your hair. Do. Oh, man, there's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Hey, I'm on it. How you doing? Maybe invite Dee to your house. I don't see that in the immediate future, daily driven, because it pulls us far off the path. I want to be in Southern California. I know what this place looks like here. All right, maybe in the fall / winter. Sure. Maybe we'll do a project or something. Okay. But as it is for now, I've been here long enough. Okay. I was going to wait around for Tara, but I ain't waiting around for D. I'll meet D on the road. He's all good to travel and do all that. So I'm looking for the New York, New York. Yeah, Acme's awesome. Yeah, so the chef is somebody I got to see. I got to collab with him and see what he's all about. You know, if you haven't seen his content, he did a nice thing about Vegas. This guy actually put a scrapbook together of some of his Vegas stuff with us, which I thought was ultra cool. Check it out, Insane Chef. Sub up his channel. I know they make it a little difficult on here, but just put into the search box, The Insane Chef, and you'll see him on there. And sub him up, okay? Where's your next church? Tomorrow night, we are going to be back in Healdsburg. We've reached the point now, our 5th week into lockdown, that some restaurants are starting to throw in the towel. You know, for whatever reason, some of them don't want to apply or haven't applied or been turned down for the, you know, the small business things, or they just can't see a way forward. They just think to themselves, well, what's the point? I got the government in my business now, and I have to produce all these documents to show what I did, and they're just closing their doors. So let's go up. Lisa, I'll probably be leaving about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I will stop in Windsor too, which is J.K. Nocal's stomping grounds. Now, Guy Fieri from the Food Network is starting his videoing diners, drive-ins, and dives. And his first episode will be in the town of Windsor, some of the places that are up there. Hey, McGregor, how are you? Chef also done great recipes. Yes, he does. He does. He'll take some everyday stuff and turn out some great stuff. So I mean, everything about Insane Chef is quality production. Good accent, just good stuff. I get notified. Oh, thank you, Angus. Yeah, it's things have been going real good lately. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, he has a hamburger place on Carnival. Well, this is his hometown here in Santa Rosa. Took my girl out to school for years and would pass him dropping off his kid at his mom's place every day. On the way out, I was watching a YouTuber in New York. She was nice. She was the only one. Then she went streaking. I'm sure. Streaking. I'm sure they saw that on camera. Yeah, he had that on Food Network. He's a local boy, local Santa Rosa guy. He had his couple of restaurants that he's gotten rid of here. The Tex Wasabi's, Wok and Roll. He had Johnny Garlic's and a few other ones here. But, you know, he's got a great personality to be on there, the wild hair. And it's, you know, some of the other Food Network people don't like. I mean, you know, chef, people kind of look down on people, whether they got the pedigree. You know, Rachel Ray, oh, she's not a chef, she's a cook, blah, blah, you know. I mean, what the hell, man? If they're making good food, what do you care, right? I don't give a damn. Heard today that at least Carnival will have no more serve yourself buffets. That makes sense. Yeah, Jen's feeling good. I've showed her, we're high popular picker. We're social distancing here. I'm taking care of most of the dog walking, and I'm trying to keep Jen from going out, which I've pretty much succeeded. Maybe once a week she goes out. She's doing good. She's going good. She told me today she's going a little stir crazy too. I think we need a decent meal is what we need. You I had that hamburger and shake. I'm still feeling that in my stomach, by the way. But other than that, an Impossible Burger, it's really been nothing. So they were building a new guy theater in Choctaw close to me, but the duck flu shot it down before it opened. Thank you, Kiwana. Ain't nothing. Honey, there's another person, Kiwana. Great content, beautiful gal, beautiful family. Just still did some potatoes today. First class. Yeah, Jen is doing good. She's doing well. We're getting a little antsy. California went into lockdown first on March 17th, so we've been at this for a while. I couldn't do it. I'd have to get out of the house. So tomorrow night it's on to Healdsburg. It's on to Windsor. Let's check out what's going on over there. See what's going on. I will text you as I have to go to. Okay, all right, D. Take care. You just text me, and texting is always better than calling because I'm never around the phone to get a call, so I have to call. I've been trying to go back and forth with Norm for 3 or 4 days. So. Yeah, thank you. We like I do like the chooching. It's the only thing that's really kept me sane. Now, I might get something to eat tomorrow night. I'm feeling a little more adventurous. I do got the Clorox wipes. And I think if you just are kind of careful, you should be okay. Something to stay at home. Okay, Kaylee said same date we went in to stay at home. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I've been trying to. I'm sorry, Norm. I'm sorry that you came down with the cornholio virus there. I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Monica. Good to see you. I've been super busy. Why don't you cook a nice home cooked comfort? I guess I could do that. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Chef. I don't have much heart to do. I might try to do well, Saturday I want to be on the road. I want to probably go down to Oakland again. There's a lot that I left untapped down there. I got enough of the retaste of Oakland that I really have a taste to go back down there again and check that out. And do some more, might maybe go over to Jingletown again, over to that area, or walk over to Alameda. And do that Friday the 13th of April. That's when yeah, I know I'm adventurous eating out. Take my pepper spray. Yeah, Norm said 4 months ago is ancient history. It always is. 1 month ago is ancient history. Make a nice roast or something. Leftovers are always good. You know what I'm afraid to do? I'm afraid to go to a store and go grocery shopping. So Missy Jenn and I made sure we had enough provisions set aside that we don't have to go to the stores because the cornholio is rising here in the county now. So I think I might, Madowix, I might get takeaway. What am I craving? I'm craving a really good fried chicken. Or a good barbecue chicken. That's what I'm really craving. That banquet chicken. Scratching the side that friggin' banquet chicken. Yeah. Oh, don't pick. Oh my God. Every time I try to tell you guys about that friggin' cactus, I had a glove on, and I don't know if Katie's here or not, but I grabbed to just squeeze that little cactus fruit, and I was like, across the street, and I'm like, why does my finger feel like it's all being pricked with pins? And I looked at my glove, and I had like 500 little quills in. I'm like, oh my God. I pulled off the glove. I looked at my thumb and my finger, and I've got like 200 quills. And I start taking my teeth and pulling them out, and I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And I'm sorry, Katie, I had to deep six the gloves. There's no way. They're ruined. They're so full of spikes and stuff in them. There just wasn't anything I could do about it. And I thought to myself, I'm probably not going to grab a little cactus chooch again on there. I know, Katie. I'm being really honest with you. All right, I'm being honest with you. The gloves were wrecked. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I don't lie. I ruined those nice gloves that you Man, I washed, I couldn't, man, they're stuck in there. No washing's going to take that out. Those gloves are fine knit. That stuff is in there. That stuff isn't coming out. You know what I'm saying? It was a good effort. But Jen says, I like the breading. I've had good pieces of banquet before, but it's like you get one breast and then they get that full piece in there. It's like the back. It's like the back, right? And it looks good and you bite into it. Shit, it's back. And I'm like, oh, hell no. The biggest piece in the thing is the backbone of the chicken. It's like, are you really crazy? Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, honey. A lot of new people have been coming over to the channel. I got great use out of them, Katie, and I'm embarrassed to tell you that I ruined those gloves. And I'm sorry, but everything that you ever sent me has been so good for chooching, and just helps the quality of my life. Be a nuclear war. Yeah, I don't think I'll be having that again. I don't know. I think when it's all over, Janet has to cook a turkey or something. So we got to watch a replay of the Super Bowl or something and go down for a pretend Super Bowl dinner at Janet's. The thing was awful. It was a full-on chicken backbone, man. It was like, I could not believe that they stuffed that thing in and called that the 9-piece special on there. Like, who in the hell is gonna eat that? Who in the hell is gonna eat that? So I don't know. I don't know, man. That stuff is insane. Pretty funny. Pretty doggone funny. Well, I'm going to go ahead and got some other things I need to do tonight. Some other paperwork I've got to do here to get the ball rolling on something that we talked about. Or I got a few things I got to do tonight. You know what the plan is going to be tomorrow, so I will probably do something in the morning or something like that, especially if we have another interesting oil market where they pay me $35 a barrel to take the oil off their off their hands. Thank you for that, everybody. It's a joy to be on with you guys every day. For those of you who are new, I've uploaded something in the morning every day for almost well over 7 years now, and never missed a day. That's how much I enjoy the experience here on YouTube. It's never been about the money. It's always been about the fun. It wouldn't be anything without you guys. If we were to ever turn off the side chat, you would find out that that's the day that I would just finish it out and be done with it. All right. So thank you, my moderators, for being here tonight. You really are joy in my life, and all of you that come on. A lot of people have come on recently. All I can say is stay tuned. Good content. We're going to be doing one of the patented chooches, probably a two-town chooch tomorrow night. I'm inspired enough to try to seek out Healdsburg Cemetery, if there is such a place, because the Sonoma Cemetery was such a trip, an unexpected, mind-blowing trip. Makes one think. Maybe the old, good night, Doc, maybe the old hoity-toity town of Healdsburg has a pretty cool cemetery too. All right. Yeah, thank you, Kiwana. So thank you, everybody, for being on tonight. And be safe. Take this thing seriously. Do not let down your guard. All right. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Come on, man. We might not ever get this thing. We might never get this thing turned off tonight. Let me turn that around there. Oh, hold on a minute, guys. Let's see. We're still on the air. Enjoy the wall of sound. Let's see. I don't know what the heck happened here. We might be on all night. I don't know. I'm not seeing. Let me just close this thing out. Oh, I'm on the YouTube, right? I'm not on Streamlabs. Okay, guys. As the fire burns low, we will say goodbye from the wall of sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah.